Hey everyone, it's that time of week again. I have been pretty busy over the last week. Spent some time hanging out with friends, that's always a lot of fun. We can go to the mall, go to the beach. The beaches are so beautiful. The water is amazing. I don't know how I'm ever going to be able to go back to Lake Michigan and pretend it's the same. Same thing with the malls, they're just amazing, and there's so many of them. There's like 3 enormous malls and tons of other small ones all over Cancun. When I go back to Marshfield, it's going to be like, what, we call this a mall? Like, no. Yeah, it's awful. And they've got this big, it's kind of like a Walmart, but it's called Chedraui, and those are pretty fun to hang out in. So hanging out with friends, the beaches, the malls, that's something we do pretty often, of course. And in addition to that, during the school week, we don't usually, go out because we have homework and stuff. We've had a couple of projects. We had a history project this week and a project for the religion class that I have. I'm not sure exactly, that's the one that I wasn't sure what it was called, and it's called Formation and Valores, but I don't really understand it. It's a very different type of religion. Well, like, first we talked about world religions, and now we're talking about the paradigm of religion, and we haven't actually talked about any religious aspects. It's more of a religious, being more open-minded, less cynical, seeing the world as it is, I guess. So, we have a project in that class. That would be the point. Also, totally forgot. Yes, Saturday. Saturday was a lot of fun. We went to the mall in the evening, but before that, during the day on Saturdays, during the early afternoon, are the tocho games. Tocho is like Mexican it's basically flag football. And that's what the fall season is in Mexico, and then the spring season is American football. So they've got 2 football seasons, but the first one's kind of not really football. Flag football rules are very different, and it's taken me a little bit to get used to it, but I'm accustomed braiding. And that's going pretty well. We didn't win the game, but it was fun. We got another game tomorrow, and hopefully we can win that one. But I'm really really liking it. It's some of the best time I have here. It's my what do you call them? The other players on the team are a lot of fun to play with, and a lot of them don't speak Spanish, unlike my classmates who mostly speak, or a lot of them don't speak English. My classmates, a lot of them do speak English very well, so it's very nice that I've got football practice where it's always all in Spanish. And so I've been learning a lot there. Well, I've been learning a lot, period. But football has definitely been one of the best things here. Yesterday, there was a tropical storm warning. I hope I didn't scare you with any of the stuff I put on Facebook or whatever. It wasn't that bad at all. There was a lot of rain, more than we normally see in Wisconsin, but it wasn't awful. Like, we could have had school. There would have been no problem. It didn't even rain all day. It was for a couple hours, maybe more, like less than 5 hours, I think. And we probably got more than an inch, but yeah, it was nothing really. So I hope that alleviates any of the worries you might have had. It is hurricane season, but Cancun hasn't actually gotten hit by anything yet. The worst damages have been like on the west coast of Mexico and in my state, but not in my city. There's been a lot of flooding, but I guess Cancun is pretty used to all of the rain, and the worst is obviously in the places where they don't normally get this much rain. So, yeah, I don't know if I told you, but last month, September, was the rainiest month in Mexican history. So that was pretty exciting, although it didn't seem to affect anyone in Cancun at all. But yesterday, being that school was canceled, I did absolutely nothing, and it was great. It was, well, the first day that I had to totally relax. I spent one day at home sick, but that was mostly sleeping, and yesterday I just did nothing. I read some, I chatted on Facebook with a bunch of people, and if you were one of them, thanks, that was some nice time. And unfortunately I didn't get the chance to Skype with anyone. That would have been nice, but I guess everyone was busy, because I wasn't. And today we had school again, so the rain didn't put off much. And school went really well today. It's going a lot better. I'm improving, progressing, learning, and I'd say the easiest part is that I've already taken all of the classes, more or less. The hardest class is history, because I know nothing about Mexican history, and we had a presentation today, but I'd been studying for it and preparing, and I guess I was prepared pretty well because everyone said that I did a good job. So that was a very good feeling right here. It was a big confidence boost knowing that I've been able to do exactly what I wanted to do, improving my Spanish skills, succeeding in class, and so I'd say so far this has been an amazingly successful exchange. Over the past week or so, I've been extremely homesick, and I've just missed everyone and everything a lot. And I kept thinking, oh, I want to go home, I want to go home. But then, I started talking to other people about it and thinking, and I realized that, yeah, I definitely do want to go home, but only just long enough to say hi to all of you, give you all a hug, and say how much I missed you. But my heart is definitely here in Mexico, and even if I did go home right now, just for a little bit, I know that I couldn't stay away more than a day. I love it so much here. Everything is amazing. And I'm just so glad to be here. And despite the fact that I miss you all very much, I'm not planning on coming home until my exchange is over. So I guess we won't see each other for a couple months other than through these other various internet means and whatever. So I just want to thank you all for your thoughts and prayers, and thank you for watching. This one's a little longer than my other videos, and I guess I'll see you next week.